All right. Good morning, folks, and welcome. Continue in the mimer. Someone came to work. Okay, thank you. So Vayikra Moshe. Vayikra El Moshe. God called to Moshe. Yeah, it was a worker? Okay. Good. All right. So there's two elements in our uh, capability, in our capabilities. One is that we are the neshama that we have, Adam, the uniqueness, the unity, the oneness of it, right? That it is double cleaving in the divine. Then there's Torah. And Torah, the power of Torah, the way it's rooted in the essence of God, the way it's rooted in the essence of God, doesn't have a limitation. Right? True limitation means that which is opposite to you is not opposite. Right? True essence, two opposites can coexist. In a revealed state, when you're acting kind, you're not acting um, with you know you're not acting with strength of refrain, of holding back, right? When you're giving, you're not holding back. Say, well, who wants to hold back? No, to create boundaries. Giving is without boundaries. And you need to also create boundaries. So when you're revealing one, in a way, you're not revealing the other. The other can be even a contradiction. But in the essence of the person, they're not a contradiction. So in the essence of God, a finite, limited world doesn't have to be infinitely beyond. And the revelation of the Torah above, divine wisdom, well, world's nothing in front of that. So we've gone into that into great length. And yesterday we explained on the verse, Zeis HaTorah, this is the Torah. Adam. Adam is Torah. In other words, the idea that in Torah you have the essence of Torah, the way it's rooted in the essence of God, and then you have the revelation of Torah. This concept, I'll actually dwell a bit more on. It's very important to appreciate essence versus revelation. Right? The core of the person versus a manifestation of the person. We relate to manifestations of people. Oh, that was so nice what you did. Oh, that was awesome. Right? What are you relating to? Not to the core of it, not to the person themselves, but how they reveal themselves in a specific manner. and which that's the human condition, and that's the five senses that we have. The five senses, as I mentioned, I think yesterday, we perceive with our eyes, with our mind, 7 parts compared to 1,000,000 parts that we don't perceive. So we experience very little, which, just parenthetically on my parenthetical remark, Mashiach comes. Could you imagine if you would experience the world, 20 parts instead of 7? How about 200? How about 2,000? Or how about the million? Right? Meaning, what does that mean? Um, that we're going to be privy to so much more that we're not privy to today, which we will perceive, which only the mind's eye or the subconscious mind perceives now. So make that, if you will, the core. Right? And that there's many different levels. There's subconscious of the mind. It's still the mind. It's not really the core essence of the soul. Core essence of the soul is even beyond the subconscious of the mind. So what we relate to is manifestation, revelation. Core is, once you describe it, it's already some manifestation, in a sense. So when we speak about Atzmos of Hashem, is, two Chassidim are sitting together and bringing together. It says, no. One Chassidus says to the other, describe Atzmos. And he started to say something, and what? Nothing to describe, it's beyond. True. Well, that's what the Rebbe is doing, I don't know if he's describing it. He's just explaining that Torah, there's a revelation of Torah, which means the power of Torah. That's already a descriptor. That's already an adjective describing something, right? Power, to might. It's it's divine wisdom. Well, all that is way beyond, what we say we have wisdom, but it's nothing comparable. Our wisdom compared to divine wisdom, it's like nothing, right? Even though we use the same words, but it's like nothing. It's incomparable. It's like a tree, a beautiful fruit-bearing tree, and then you burn the tree and what's left? Ashes. Well, it's of the same core, but completely incomparable. So divine wisdom, we use the word wisdom because we got to use language. We have to use, language to convey an idea. But that idea is, way beyond anything that we truly understand and experience. So Torah, the way it reveals itself, is in such an infinite manner that this finite world is nothing before it. But then Torah, the way it's rooted in Atzmos, in the essence of God, oh, there, there, um, yes world, no world, the same thing. And God chooses this world. Nisava Kodesh Baruch Hu. It's a desire for this low world. And therefore, in this world, right, he chose this world. The Torah is like water. It's on high, but like as water, its intended place is not to be on top of the mountain, but down here below. As we see, the just natural progression and tendency of water is to go to the lowest place. Well, that's this world, right? And therefore, Adam, who's an embodiment of Torah, as we're saying, is made out of two things: earth, the lowest thing of the four elements, fire, the highest, then air. By the way, fire is, there's four holy cities in Israel. Fire, Jerusalem. Air is water is Tiberias. Air is Tzfas, and earth is Hebron, the burial place. Earth, burial place of our patriarchs and matriarchs. I can see Jerusalem is fire. Right. A lot of passion there. If you ever went to Tzfas, it's very spiritual. Air. And Tiberias is next to the Kinneret. Water. Anyways. So Adam comes from earth, the lowest thing, even though, and that's Adama, Adam, earth, same word. And it also means Adameh, that he's compared to above. But when the Medrash says that he calls himself Adam because he comes from the earth, he comes from the lowest part. That's similar to the water, right? It comes from the highest point and goes to the lowest point. Because in the lowest, it's rooted in the highest. Now, these two ideas, these two aspects, there's two aspects of water in Torah. The Torah goes down here, right? And secondly, that it's down here specifically that is revealing, when you have Torah here, it's revealing how Torah is rooted in Atzmus, in the core essence of the divine. It will be mainly appreciated, understood, this idea, right, in Jewish law. In Jewish law. Which, by the way, tonight, 7 p.m., we're going to have a 3-part series, 3 Wednesdays in a row, about Pesach, the laws of Pesach. The laws, because we need to know the law and how to, observe Pesach properly. So why is it specifically in Jewish law that will be an expression of coming down to the lowest point, but reflecting it's rooted in Atzmos, in the highest? Because what is halacha is about an adjudication of law that's concerning action, right? How to kosher your home for Pesach. That's actions that you need to take, right? An action is the lowest thing about a person, not the least important, the most important. the actions you take. But it's the lowest point, right? Meaning, what's greater than action? Speech, right? Action, you know, animals take action, right? They run fast. A leopard runs fast, right? Um, but greater reflection of our of who we are is our communication skills, our speech. Matter of fact, called medaber, communicators. That's greater than that is our power of thought, and greater than that is emotions and intelligence itself. Right? The unique human intelligence. So action is the lowest thing, right? Not the least important thing. That's not the point. Lowest in the what brings out the quality of a person, not the goodness of the person, but just the again, animals act, right? They do actions. A lioness takes care of her cubs and feed her young and so on and so forth, right? In not just to communicate, but but we'll do. Now, since comes down to the lowest point, it's rooted halacha in the highest point in the divine, even greater than other areas of Torah. Like right now, we're learning is more, thought, idea, that incorporating an idea that becomes our idea, that becomes our understanding, so our appreciation. Yes, ultimately, what's the point of it? Well, it should lead to action, right? But what we're learning now is really about changing, directly. It's going to change the way we think, the way we perceive things when you learn Chassidus, right? Halacha is about the act of what you need to do. And we see that when it comes to the different opinions in Jewish law, that says these and these are the living words of Elohim, of God. But it's the name Elohim, right? Which is a lower name of the divine. Halacha, it says, comes from Shem Havaya, Tetragrammaton, the essential name of God. As our sages say, Havaya imai, and God is with him, Havaya is with him, halacha k'maaseh, the halacha is according to that person. So here, the term, when we use God's name, there's always a different context in what it means. Here it means the way Shem Havaya is incorporated, included in Atzmus. So, therefore, we can say that the aspect of water of Torah is mainly in the laws of Torah. And with this, and our sages say that the words of Torah are metaphorically like water, just like water leaves a high point and goes down to a low point. Likewise, the words of Torah are fulfilled with someone who has humility. In order to get the right halacha, that's through bittul, through humility. And the fact that the halacha goes according to Beis Hillel versus Beis Shammai, for example, our sages say is because of their humility. Because through the humility that would able that for them to get to the essential truth. The essential truth. Okay, I'll stop here. We'll see you shortly. Thank you.